Welcome, my friends. Today we have a new batch of insanity. I know that some people I've been hearing, I don't know how serious they are, but they're saying, hey, let's bring back the mental hospitals, the insane asylums. And I think there might be something to that. But anyways, let's check it out and see what we got next for ridiculousness. All right, let's do it. Wow, right out of the gate. Come on, this is not normal behavior. And I don't know if this is staged or not, but.
Hello, good evening to all the women only. Only the women.
Oh, geez.
You idiots do realize that Trump can't just go bippity boppity boop and change gas prices. He can't go bippity boppity boop and
Well, not exactly bibbity boppity boo, especially not bibbity boppity effing boo. But he can change the prices quite drastically, I think, as soon as he puts the Keystone Pipeline back on track. Once he starts drilling everywhere and getting that commodity flowing like it should have been 4 years ago, which he had it. We were, I believe, the #1 exporter of oil at the end of Trump's first administration. I'm not sure about that, but we were starting to export and starting to make money. And yes, and I don't know why this guy is wearing a neck pillow. You're not on a flight. What is going on?
and change grocery prices. Your life is going to get worse, not better. Thank you, stupid people!
What do you say to a MAGA supporter in a three-piece suit? Will the defendant please rise?
Woo! Wow! Oh boy, that was good, man. I don't know why she's not touring Vegas right now. She's so retarded.
What hurts the most is that I truly had hope. Like I really, really thought Kamala would win.
Then you're totally stupid. I mean, the only way Kamala would have won is if they would have rigged it, which I'm sure they probably tried, but the momentum for Trump was just way too high, and it was too big to rig. Too big to rig.
And to slowly watch that map all night turn more red. I'm just so empty. I'm so empty, and I don't get how the men aren't, or the other white people are. I'm so sorry on behalf of the actions of other white people.
It is so sad that she has that way of thinking. I am so glad I'm a Gen X. I was like the last generation that grew up with like normality in their lives.
Who just spew this hate, and that we couldn't do enough, that my vote wasn't enough for everyone else, that my vote wasn't enough for us, for women. I just truly feel like everything is not real right now.
Well, at least she's not swearing and dropping F-bombs and wishing everybody to die and all this other stuff that a lot of these women and guys, it's not just exclusively women, although there are a lot. But yeah, so I'll give her credit for that. Good job. Good job.
And the only thing holding me together is all the other women in my life and those online that are experiencing the same reality, because again, it feels like no one else is.
Honestly, I'm so sick and tired of this. I think that we need to be meaner. A lot of progressive people
Need to be meaner. You've been calling the dude Hitler and a fascist for like the last 7-8 years or whatever. Come on. Which directly led to his assassination attempt, because let's face it, if you literally think the second Hitler is going to be taking office, why wouldn't you do something to try to stop that from happening? So, I mean, all these people, all the media, I mean, shame on them. I mean, they're the ones that are spewing hate. It's not coming from the right. It's all on the left, especially the fringe left.
People have been playing this game of like, we are morally better than these people. We're not going to stoop down to their level of bullying, but we need to. If you voted for Donald Trump, you are a bad person. This is not about policy. People who voted for Kamala Harris are smarter than you. They're more empathetic than you. They have more compassion than you.
Right, and more compassion than you, but yet you're the one that's videotaping yourself saying that you hate them. You hate 74 million or whatever it was people in this country, black, white, Latino, it doesn't matter. Asian, everybody voted. Well, not everybody, but all the people that did vote for Trump, it was a wide variety. It's a big tent, right? It's a big tent, not some exclusive little non-binary tent. It's a little shack. We have a big tent.
Being so for real, if you voted for Donald Trump, don't speak to me. Don't speak to me, because I don't have capacity for you in my life. I don't have space for you in my life, because now I have to worry about my rights and my friends' rights and all these other rights for other marginalized communities, all these communities that aren't white, straight, white men for at least the next 4 years, if not longer than that.
White women are the fucking problem. They embolden the problem. They marry the problem. They birth the problem. They're lazy as fuck, and they play victim about the goddamn problems that they're...
Now we're back on track. Okay. We're back on the normal message. The normal messaging. Thank you, ma'am.
participating in.
Who's playing victim right now? Because it sounds like you are.
I don't know one happy white woman in one of my families. I only know white women that are either alone because men f***ed them over and ruined their goddamn livelihoods and drove them insane, or they settled because they wanted their f***ing retirements and they decided, hey, I might as well let this pissant live next to me. White women will sell out their daughters, sell out their children. They will quite literally do anything as long as they get picked. As long as they're not the ones getting beat on. Because what do we know about toxic white families? When they're not going after marginalized groups and poor people, they're beating the f***ing shit out of white girls in the face.
Oh, yeah, just every day. I can't tell you how many times I punch my wife in the face. Jeez Louise. What is this woman talking about? Nobody's doing that. I mean, I know there is abuse in relationships that happen. I'm not saying that, but give me a break. It's not some like concentrated effort by cis white men to start beating their girlfriends and wives. Give me a break. That jeez Louise.
Family, especially if you're a free thinker. God forbid you're pretty, okay, or got a brain. Oh my God, you're getting your ass beat down. I've watched white women in my family show up for my crackhead cousin who's been to jail a dozen times and put money on her books and celebrate her because she's selling herself short and being a nobody. When I graduated college, not one of my aunts or mothers or any of those things was there to support me. Nah. You want to know why? Because they didn't like it when I got smarter and I got more intelligent and I could
I think you just sound bitter, to be honest with you.
Empower myself. Because white women are just a tool for abusive white men to stay in power.
She is so twisted. That's dangerous. I think that's dangerous. Personally, I would not want to be involved with this woman in any capacity, okay? None.
I won't do business with people who support the president-elect, and it is because I need to create a safe place for me.
Oh gosh, here's the safe place. You know, when I was growing up, there was no such thing as a safe place because just you were, right? You were, you're just there, right? There were no safe spaces or bad spaces or anything. Oh man, this whole generation or two have just been absolutely warped and brainwashed. And I don't know.
My staff and my family.
If you voted for Trump, I don't want to hear you complain about any prices or inflation or taxes for the next 4 years because
they're going to be awesome. They're going to be low. Taxes are going to be low. Food prices are going to be lower. I mean, that's not going to happen overnight, but it's going to happen definitely in the next 4 years. You're going to see a big difference. And I don't think it's actually going to take too long. And gas prices are going to be lower. And that's going to help everybody, not just somebody that's driving around with their personal car. That's going to help businesses because the trucks and the trains and everything else, the fuel costs are going to be down. So they don't have to pass that cost on to the customer. And things will naturally start to lower.
you voted for this. And you may not realize that you fucked yourself over, but you will.
I'm not sad. I'm pissed at how many people in this country actually hate women. And as a white woman, I am embarrassed to potentially be mistaken for one of the 53% of us who actually voted for a rapist. It wasn't about Donald Trump. It was about women.
He's not a rapist. I don't know why people think that. That's ridiculous.
Women and how high we set the bar for women in this country while the bar is on the floor for men. There will never be a woman good enough, and there will never be a man.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that there will be a woman good enough, and I'm pretty sure her name's Tulsi Gabbard. Oh, she's awesome. She's going to be good enough.
Man bad enough, because one would think that not a rapist would be a reasonable request.
By the way, if I know that...
But I'm pretty sure being a Marxist is, that's a no-go right from the beginning, so...
If you are a Trump supporter and you own your own business,
yeah,
I know how to list that shit, and I know where to list it to boycott your business from seeing anything.
Oh boy, this guy is he's ruthless. I don't think he's gonna be able to do anything.
You don't stick around now, you're gonna find the fuck out.
Who else has men in their life that are maybe just acting a little too calm right now? That may have voted for Kamala, may have the same views,
yes,
but are just a little too level-headed.
Yes.
Cannot believe any person who is not a millionaire would vote for that man. Like, if you're a millionaire, I get it. I'm not saying it's the right thing to do, but I get it. You want to conserve, preserve, and get more wealth because you're selfish.
Yeah.
But when you're a poor person...
Because all millionaires are just selfish. They don't contribute to society at all. I mean, we know that. That's a fact.
Why would you vote for somebody like him? If you're a woman, why would you vote for somebody like him? I don't give a what demographic you are. Voting for somebody like him, it just says a lot about you as a human. You have to either really like the cruelty or really like the racism, but don't...
I really like the freedom, really, is what Trump is going to give the country again.
Act like it's the economy. 2 years were Obama's economy and the other 2 were a f***ing pandemic. Read a book.
Told you so. We told you so. We told you so. Yeah. Just about everything. Everything that's about to happen, we told you so. Yeah. We were like, hey, it's going to be bad. If he comes back, he's back. It's already getting bad. We told you.
How is it already getting bad? I don't understand how it's already getting bad. Give me one thing that's worse. You can't name it.
You so. We spent months telling you so. Over and over and over again.
Trying so hard to pull it together because I have to go into work. And I don't want any of the kids to know how scared I am. How am I supposed to go in there and tell them?
How are these people so mentally destroyed? Like, I don't understand how they can... I don't understand where this is coming from. Is it the echo chamber that they're trapped in that is just Trump, 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 bad, bad, bad? Hitler, Hitler, Hitler? You know what I mean? Like, is that their only world? I don't understand. There's like a mental sickness with this side of people. I don't know. I don't want to say Democrats, and I don't even want to say libs, but there are definitely a lot of people in this country that seem to be mentally ill. Sorry.
To embrace who they truly are, to support people, to love people, to care about people, to believe that they can do anything, when tonight proved that that's not a reality.
Well, it's been rough.
It sure has. Oh, jeez Louise, dude. Or gal, I don't know. I'm not sure. Those teeth can't be real. Can they? I'm sorry. I'm a pro braces kind of guy. I had it myself. Even though I do have a little bit of a gap left, but my gosh.
It was not what I was expecting at all, considering some of the rhetoric he has said. I thought we as a nation were smarter, but
Obviously not.
I guess not. To my transgender and friends and...
Okay. Yeah, he is. Or she is. I called it.
You know, the people who it affects. As long as you stay alive, they cannot say we don't exist.
Well, of course, we don't say that now.
Being a Satanist means...
What? Being a Satanist? Wait, are you a Satanist? Wait, I gotta listen.
Rebelling against them because they're wrong. And as long as you draw a breath, every breath you take is a rebellion. Keep on fighting because you just have to. Hail Satan, hail reason always. Dude.
Okay, so that chick is a Satan worshiper. Wow. Okay, well that explains a lot, I guess. I've only met one person that claimed to be a Satanist. And on the surface, he was kind of a nice guy, I guess. But when talking to him, you know, his whole kind of became evident that he just any chance he had to like totally screw somebody over in a job or anything like that, he would do without hesitation. And that I couldn't be friends with that guy.
Dude, just because no rights are being taken from you doesn't mean other people aren't losing their rights. Why don't you look at Project 2025?
Okay, again, Trump is not associated with 2025, Project 2025. He said so numerous times, and I have to believe him at face value. I mean, and honestly, even if 2025, Project 2025 does get enacted, at least some of it, I don't have any problems with that. I'm sorry. There's a lot of good things in that. I don't know what the 2025. I think it's pretty good. It's not too bad, at least what I've seen of it.
And actually see what you voted for.
It's like common sense.
Y'all
you know?
on the right over there, you do not give two shits how anybody else is treated except for yourself. And when you finally get a dose of some of your own behavior, you...
So this is the F off phase? Is that what that... I'm assuming that's what that means? Because everyone's still in that phase, apparently.
You can't handle it. And I think it's hilarious.
Oh my gosh. A Utah feminist protests Trump by climbing electrical transformers. That is a really, really good way to die horribly, lady. What the F are you doing? Jeez Louise. I haven't heard about this. Is this recent? Wow. She is seriously crazy if she's doing... How is she still alive? I hope she didn't die. I hope she didn't die. I hope no harm came to her. Oh my gosh! Wow.
That is required of Trump voters, if they still want to retain their families and friends, is to make themselves forgivable, not to make us more forgiving.
No, you couldn't look at yourself, do an introspection, and see that maybe you're the bad guy here. Maybe you're wrong. Maybe you actually are the one that's supposed to be more forgiving. Oh, boy.
You voted for Trump because you don't want men in women's bathrooms.
No. No, we don't. That's like, duh.
Assaulting your wives and daughters. But it's
Assaulting your wives and daughters. Okay, that's
your side that's screaming your body, my choice.
No, that's your side screaming my body, my choice. What are you talking about?
I hate it here. We live in a country that hates women.
Oh, geez.
We can't pretend anymore. What are we doing?
You're delusional.
To have to watch Joe Biden in the White House shake that man's hand and treat him with dignity and respect.
Like a normal person, because he's not Hitler, and all this rhetoric coming from the media and the left is all complete bogus. He's actually a normal human being and a nice guy. Trump is generous, and he's normal. And he does a cool little dance.
As if he has earned that after calling us, liberals, the enemy within.
After Biden called us garbage?
Joe Biden shook his hand.
Yeah.
Smiled, treated him with kindness. That was infuriating. If you
Oh my gosh. These people are just so, their hearts are so dark.
are a liberal woman in a red state who did not vote for this, and you've been thinking about getting a divorce, do it. Do it now, do not wait. If you are a conservative woman who did vote for this, rot in it.
Eu não tenho medo de você, inclusive.
Wow.
You, Elon Musk.
I think what's been proven over the last couple weeks is that rich, white, arrogant men continue somehow to beat their more competent, talented black opponents.
This is not about conservative versus liberal.
I'm pretty sure that's how you still view it, no matter what you say.
And I'm sorry you can't get that through your thin little skulls.
Right to the demeaning talk. Okay.
I would say thick, but let's face it.
We're all dumb. Yeah.
Not working with very much.
Although this guy's beard is pretty awesome. I'm not gonna lie. He's rocking a pretty sweet beard and a good haircut. So kudos to you, sir.
So I'll just say it. So you can understand me.
Okay, simple words.
If you supported Donald Trump through all of this, you're a terrible human being.
Okay.
You people who say you really care about this,
yeah,
you need to do better. And I'm sorry, I'm so aggressive about it right now. I just had to go up against my mother.
Oh, jeez.
My mom. You people are so deep in your victimization.
And who's the one videotaping themselves?
You can't get it. I'm not raising my kids in this world.
So what are you gonna? All your kids? Is that what you're saying? Ugh.
I do not want my kids to experience this shit.
Too bad. They're gonna have to experience a wonderful, free United States. How horrible.
Refuse. I will see a different world, and I will see a liberated world.
I've literally broken up with a man because he voted for Trump. And you can too.
Not this woman
It's very
again.
easy. Say bye. Toodaloo. Sayonara, bitch.
How horrible.
And here's the thing. Any man that's like, oh, that makes sense, you're gonna die alone, da-da-da. I'm getting married in 11 days, bitch. To a woman. You see that?
Yeah, and again, that ring is not that expensive, I don't think. Maybe a couple grand, maybe 3 at the most. Not a horrible price to pay for a ring. It's not like she's rocking like 12 carats or something on the main ring. I don't know. Anyways,
You couldn't afford this ring, even if you tried.
If you could point to one piece of evidence to convince me that the public school system has failed this country, it's the re-election of Donald Trump. We are a nation of uneducated, hate-filled people. 21% of U.S. American adults cannot read, and most of them voted for Donald Trump.
all right. I don't want the roof woman anymore. And I think is that lady the last lady, not the roof lady, but the other one? Isn't she the teacher that got fired? I think I don't know. She looks like her, but I'm not sure. Anyways, yeah, good video. Thank you for watching. If you like my reaction, please consider subscribing and please leave your comments down below. I'd really love to hear your thoughts on this new batch of crazies. And yeah, so until the next video, stay safe, have a great day, and yeah, we'll see you later. Bye.
I got nightmares in my head, I fear that the thoughts build up until I can't hear.